You already have the idea to develop the greatest sports application. But what comes next to the idea? The objective of the game is to raise enough money to develop your venture. For this, in the end, you will have to present your application to investors, who will evaluate your performance and decide how much money to give you. You will have 10 periods to prepare yourself. In order to develop a good product, you will have to research and collect information in your city through different actions. Each action can cost you time or money. You will have 100% of time in each period, and you will start with an initial money capital, which is not possible to reload, so you will have to be very careful when evaluating which decisions to make. Use your resources wisely. This game is about discovering and putting yourself in the shoes of an entrepreneur who is really lost and doesn't know much about what to do. We'll help you just a little so that you can understand the basics. The rest, you'll have to find out yourself, just like an entrepreneur will do. Part 1. The city. You will be able to explore the different places in the city. There are places that you won't be able to go to at the start of the game, such as the park and the gym. You'll have to figure out how to unlock them. Part 2. Menu. In the lower left menu, you will find your remaining time and money. When the time reaches 0, you'll have to move on to the next period by clicking here. Now, let us check every single tab. Part 3. Team. Like all startups, you'll have the great challenge of building a team. Emails with new CVs will arrive through your mailbox, so keep an eye out for them. The team components are communication, motivation, complementation, and adaptability. You will have the great challenge of achieving a balanced team where you will be able to hire people or fire them. Part 4. Networking. In this part, you will be able to call people interested in your venture and have a coffee with them to enlarge your network. Who knows, maybe expanding the network of contacts would be useful for your venture? Part 5. Segments. Here, you will find information regarding the different segments that exist in the market. At the beginning, you won't have any information. Through the game, you will have to collect information through different sources in order to get to know your customers better. Part 6. Competition. As you're just exploring this market, you still don't know anything about your competition. As you advance in the game, you will be able to collect information about them and their positioning. As you get to know them, they will appear in the following map. One of the axes of the positioning map indicates how social each of the apps developed by the competition is, while the other axis measures complexity. Part 7. Cash flow. On this screen, you can see the projected sales for each of the segments, direct cost, fixed cost, and profits. First, you will have information by quarter and then by year. Part 8. Mail. Finally, you'll have your inbox, where you'll get a variety of useful messages. Remember to keep an eye on this. Part 9. Time to decide. Given all the information you discovered through the 10 periods, how do you think you should position yourself in this market? After the 10 periods, you must decide which segment you will target and what are you going to offer them by positioning yourself in this map. At the end of the simulation, 3 investors will evaluate how much money you will get according to the decisions you have made throughout the simulation.